Hello everybody, Roger Carr here from Toyota of Kirkland, and I'm here today with the brand new, redesigned 2018 Camry. Now, this car has been redone from the ground up, not just a refresh. And through learning about this vehicle and everything we heard about it up till it came out, we heard a bunch of things that in 8 years of being with Toyota, I never quite thought I would hear in regards to a Camry. Things like red leather interior, two-tone body paint with a black roof option, a panoramic moonroof, 19-inch wheels, a V6 option with over 300 horsepower. This is not stuff that you think about when you think of Camry. And to further prove that point, Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda, at the press release when we revealed the car to the world, he let us know the car's sexy. And look at it. It is. This is a great looking vehicle. So what I have here is my personal favorite in the lineup, and that's the SE Hybrid. Now, how I came to enjoying the SE Hybrid the most is another thing that you wouldn't expect. When Toyota came out to train us as salespeople about the new Camry, they did it at a racetrack up here. We were running around a racetrack in Camrys. But, again, I come back to the hybrid. This was my favorite one on the track. And it's because it's the hybrid. So don't think of it as being slow or boring. This thing has over 200 horsepower. And the reason why it's better on the track is it's got better weight distribution because that hybrid battery is located towards the back, and that also gives it a lower center of gravity, so it's got better handling than the other versions of the Camry. Not to mention those electric motors can deliver torque right away, so your acceleration is great. Even though the top speed might not match that V6 with over 300 horsepower, when you're going through twists and turns, you're not worried about top speed, you're having fun. So where do we start with this all-new Camry? As I mentioned, from the ground up. So we start with the Toyota New Global Architecture, or TNGA, which is the foundation that this car was built on. So what does that mean for the consumer? So TNGA is basically designed so that multiple vehicles in the Toyota lineup can use similar parts and cut production costs. Why that's great is if the production costs are lower, we can put more content, more bells and whistles, features and accessories on the car, keeping the cost down. It also, again, was something that provided a more fun platform to drive on. It's got a lower center of gravity than the one before it. There's less body roll in the turns. It's more responsive. It handles better. The other things you'll notice as I walk around the vehicle, if I can get in really close here, is this body line down the side of the vehicle. Toyota had to come up with a whole new production process on rolling its sheet metal so it could add that design element. That's pretty impressive attention to detail. So the other great thing about all new 2018 Camrys, not just this SE Hybrid, but even the base L model or the LE model, is they come standard with Toyota Safety Sense, and that's the Toyota Safety Sense P package. So that's going to include a bunch of life-saving technology at every level, where when you go to other manufacturers, you have to go to a higher model, and on top of that, have to get an additional package to get some of these items. So what do you get out of that? You get automatic high beams. You get a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection. You get a lane departure alert with a steering assist and dynamic radar cruise control. So automatic high beams does exactly what you think it does. It turns the high beams on and off automatically based off of vehicles and objects that may be in front of you. Pre-collision system with pedestrian detection. We use a radar located here behind this grille, as well as a camera up there mounted in front of the rear view mirror to determine if there's a vehicle that might be in your way, an object of a certain mass, or a pedestrian, and it will give you an alert, or if necessary, apply the brakes to the vehicle to help you avoid or mitigate a collision. The lane departure alert again uses that camera to recognize the lines in the road, so if you start to drift, it's going to give you an alert, hey, pay attention, and it might even give you a little feedback on your steering wheel to get you back into the center of your lane. And then the last item, the radar cruise control. So again, using the radar located behind that badge, it not only lets you use the cruise control to set the speed that you want to go, but it's adaptive, so it can set your following distance as well. So if you have your cruise control set at 65, and then as usual is the case here in Washington State, someone gets in the left lane going 55, even though the speed limit's 60, the car will slow down automatically to match their speed until they get out of the way. In fact, some of the models are equipped with a full range cruise control. What that means is it'll actually slow you down all the way to a complete stop if necessary. And then when that car starts going, you just tap the gas and you'll take off again, maintaining that following distance that's safe. So this is designed to make you a better and safer driver, and it's going to reduce some of the strain and the fatigue on those longer road trips. So now let's actually get into the car a little bit. One of the things that's pretty familiar for most Camry owners is you have your fob. Okay, now this being the hybrid, it comes with a smart key, which means that you don't actually have a key that you have to put into the ignition and turn. You just have to have this on you, and you can lock and unlock the doors via the sensors on the door handles. Locked it and unlock it. But it also has the trunk release here. Now this is something that's new for 18, not the trunk release itself, but what it does. So you press and hold it, and there's the difference. The trunk opens all the way. Before it just popped a little bit, and you still had to go around and open it the rest of the way. And then we can get in here and we can see that no more on the hybrid do you have a battery pack here taking up precious cargo space. It's out of the way. In fact, you can even fold down the seats like you can on the regular Camry, so you don't give up any of that function while you pick up the hybrid. So another thing that's coming on with this new 2018 Camry is the addition of the next version of Toyota's Entune system. That's your in-car infotainment, or the head unit, the stereo in the vehicle. So this has Entune 3.0. And while I'm outside of the vehicle, I wanted to show you this cool feature of Entune 3.0, and that is the Remote Connect app. I'll pull it up on my phone. So Remote Connect here, if you can see it, gives you a lot of connectivity options with your vehicle while you may not be near it. It uses a GPS signal to connect to it. So as you can see there, you can start and stop the engine, lock and unlock the doors. Okay. We'll go to the next thing. Down below, you've got a vehicle finder. So you can click on that and it'll pull up the location of where you parked it. As long as you're parked out in the open, you can't be in a parking garage underground. The GPS signal won't get through, it doesn't work. But here's another option. You can hit vehicle status here. And you see those little red dots, it's going to let you know. So if you walked away from your car, and just like you might have done when you're traveling, oh, did I leave the sink on? Oh, look, I left my sunroof open. So you got to go back there and close the sunroof. Now down below there, it'll even tell you what your fuel levels are, how long you have until you're empty. And then this one is my personal favorite. Down there in the bottom corner, guest driver. So this is going to be awesome for you parents, or if you loan out your car. What it lets you do is enable a series of alerts for yourself, so that if whoever's driving the vehicle goes outside of a designated area, if they drive faster than you want them to be driving, there's all sorts of things in there that it'll let you know. So again, parents, if you're worried about what your kid's doing with your car when you let them borrow it, we've got the solution built right in. So let's go inside the car and explore that Entune 3.0 system a little bit further. All right, so here we are inside the vehicle. And we're on the home screen here for the Entune 3.0 unit. So this is fully customizable. You can have it show any kind of information you want. We can cut it down to 2 items, 3 items like it is now, or we can go up to 4 items. The cool thing here on the Entune 3.0 that I want to point out first is you'll see over here I have my navigation up. This is run using the Scout GPS app link. In the past, on our old units, the Scout GPS app link only gave you turn-by-turn directions, but you didn't have any kind of a moving map with it. Now, as long as you have your phone plugged in and tethered via the USB, you've got your moving maps available right there up on the screen. So that's going to be on models like this with the upgraded audio unit, as well as the standard Entune audio. You will still have moving map navigation, so it's going to be on all the lines. And then, of course, you can upgrade to the premium audio and get your integrated built-in navigation. But at least we have this functionality for everybody. Up here you can see I've got our eco indicator for the hybrid system, and then down here if I had the radio on, you'd have our audio. Of course, you can tap on anything and it'll bring it up full screen, or you can hit home and go back to the home screen. We hit menu and you can access anything with the head unit. We can go over to apps here. They've changed these up a little bit this year. You've got Scout is in there, as I mentioned, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Slacker, NPR One, Yelp. You can look up local fuel prices, sports scores, traffic information, and then here, another cool function, sign up. So we have the ability now to use your car as a Wi-Fi hotspot. So through our partnership with Verizon, you can sign up, give yourself an account so that you can have internet access through Wi-Fi in your car, which is going to be better than running a hotspot off of your phone, and allow for better speeds for anybody that might be using it. There's all sorts of stuff that you can customize in here. You can change the home screen. We can change the theme, the colors. We can go with the red and black here to match the SE. It's a pretty cool unit. Now, another thing on here that's a little hard to demonstrate, but this also comes with what's called Service Connect that you can sign up for. What that'll do is if you have any problem with your vehicle, the check engine light comes on, the traction control light comes on and stays on, there's something wrong, it's going to contact the service department of your preferred dealer, I'm assuming Toyota of Kirkland, and send all that information over to the service department, so then they can reach out to you and let you know, hey, we got your engine code. Looks like you didn't tighten your gas cap down enough. Don't worry about it. Just go take care of that next time you stop. Or if it's something that's more major, they can let you know, hey, don't drive the car anymore. We need to get you right into the service department. It's going to give you a lot more peace of mind. Moving on from the Entune unit, here's a look at the instrumentation of the vehicle. You can see right now in the middle you've got your multi-information display. This will share with you information on the vehicle, what kind of gas mileage you're getting, how fast you're traveling, the tire pressure. But you can also go over here into your settings for your radar cruise control, your lane departure alert. If you have anything wrong with the vehicle, you might get a message here. So there's a lot more information here you can set up. Again, the settings for the blind spot monitor, cross traffic alert. There's all sorts of things. Then we can move down here to the shifter. So this is new for Toyota. You've got an electronic parking brake here. So instead of having the old pedal down below that you push on off, we've just got it here. It'll automatically engage the parking brake for you when you put it in park and take it off when you take it out of drive.